you guys, it's me, Kiana. I have my strawberry pina colada, my signature drink. I showed you guys how to make this in the other video. hmm Yummo. Okay. Um, as y'all know, um, we're just gonna throw some stuff on the grill today. So I decided to make some salads and stuff like that on the side. So right now, what we're going to be fixing is my tuna salad, and I have some eggs boiling in the background. If you see any steam coming, a tip about your eggs, just for women that don't know, add a little bit of salt in your water before you cook, and that will minimize a little salt or vinegar or both will minimize your eggs sticking to the outer shell. Because I cannot stand when people have ugly deviled eggs. If they get together, yeah, the eggs that don't turn out right, I just go ahead and throw them down in my I go ahead and throw it down in my what they call it, or I just throw it down in my potato salad or whatever. But for deviled eggs, you don't want it to look ugly. So, what I'm starting off with is your basic noodles. What you want to do is when you boil these noodles, because you don't want them too mushy, you don't want them mushy and soggy. So, once you boil them until they al dente, you want to stop them from cooking and to stop the process of your noodles cooking. That's whether you're cooking spaghetti or anything. You want to add or make a ice water bath. So I already did that. Then drain it because you don't want your salads watery. So make sure you drain that water, that ice water off, and then let the noodles sit. Right now these noodles are at room temperature. And this is how they look. Um, they're not soggy. They're firm, but they're not undercooked. And I use Barilla noodles, these large shells. I'm going to make these, the macaroni and cheese with heavy cream. I'm going to make that out of this. But I do use these noodles because these noodles actually have ridges. And I don't know if you guys can see it. Maybe I'll zoom in for you guys so you can see. But they have ridges, which is good because it catches all of the seasoning and stuff like that that you put on it. So I like to use those noodles. Now I'll use other kinds that's on sale or whatever I coupon for. But when I have a choice, those are the noodles I use. You're going to need several cans of tuna to 1 pound, and that's one package of your elbows. I would use at least 5 to 6 cans. That's because I like a lot of tuna. I don't like to skimp on it. If you're going to have tuna salad, it's a difference between macaroni salad and tuna salad. Okay? So when people always want to put 1 or 2 cans down there, I'm like, that's not tuna salad, that's macaroni salad. We're having tuna salad. So I'm going to use chicken of the sea. I have several cans right here. I didn't pick them all up. I can't pick them all up. But I already opened them all. A shortcut that you can do. I always buy these because they're actually more economical, or at least the same amount of money as if you're buying a couple of stalks of celery and an onion. Especially when you go into markets like Giant's Food and stuff like that, because they don't usually put their vegetables that much on sale. So I always buy these because these are like $1 or $1.50 a container, and it has everything already in it, and it also shortcuts it for you because it's already diced and everything and unified. So this has your celery in it. This has onion in it. I can't use that much because y'all already know Daddy doesn't eat much of that, but it has to have something in it because it's not tuna salad at that point. If you just put some tuna, some noodles, and mayonnaise, that's not how I do things. So you're gonna need some seasonings. You're gonna need mayonnaise. You're gonna need your tuna. Let's begin. All right. I have my noodles. I'm going to add and I like to buy, I haven't been to BJ's in a long time. Y'all haven't heard me talk about it, but I like to buy the tuna from BJ's because it comes in a humongous can. And then I, like on times like this, I wouldn't have to open several cans. I could just use a humongous can, and it definitely is plenty of tuna for a big batch of tuna salad. I'm also making this because, like I said, his niece is coming over. She has a hearty appetite like us. And rather than cook all weekend long, I figure if Daddy's wondering why I'm doing it all like this, I figure we could just knock this all out now, and then Nene and his niece Brianna, which is the oldest niece, then they could just have, you know, whatever they want, as much as they want, whenever they want it. And we don't have to physically, you know, actually cook meals all weekend long. Because we're putting chicken and stuff on the grill. You know, they can have the hamburgers and stuff today, and then the grilled chicken tomorrow. I'm going to also show you guys how to marinate your chicken when you're putting it on the grill, before you put it on the grill, so that you can have a dry and a wet rub for your chicken. That gives it an awesome taste. And it definitely can compete with some of these people that call themselves grill masters and stuff like that. I'm going to show you guys that. I'm going to show you also how to make a sauce. I'm just going to show you all of it today. Alright, so I put in 5 cans just now, you guys, if you was doing the counting. I'm going to add some of this celery and onion mixture. Not the whole container, though. Probably going to use about half, but half for a big huge container like this, a big huge bowl like this is not overkilling it. And we're going to need some mayo or whatever floats your boat. If you use Miracle Whip or whatever, we're going to need some of that. As for me, I'm just using store-bought mayo. I'm also going to show you the seasonings that you use for this. Of course, you know I'm going to include my infamous Obey. Obey need to send me some money, some royalty checks or something. Okay. And stir some of this in, and then we're going to put our seasonings in. Then we're going to stir thoroughly then. May have to add a little bit more mayonnaise. I don't know. I don't like my salad dry. And once it goes in the refrigerator, you guys, and sits, it's going to dry up even more. So you want to definitely be mindful of that. Now, as far as my seasonings, I'm using a little bit of this Tony original Creole seasoning. A little bit of adobo. A little black pepper, but this is pure ground black pepper, so you want to be mindful that you don't have to use as much black pepper if it's pure ground as you would use with anything else, any other kind of pepper. Of course, I'm going to use my Obey. You cannot fix salads like this without Obey. I think it's written in some kind of food Bible that you cannot fix a salad without Obey. And you want to stir this thoroughly at this point. And this is your tuna salad. You no longer, ladies, have to, if you don't know how to make tuna salad now, you know how to make it. If you don't, if you spend money on buying it store-made, you're getting ripped off. For one, it doesn't taste the same because they have to make sure that they don't use a lot of seasonings in it because it's everybody can't have seasonings, and also it's a tolerance level. Um, and let me go ahead and start. Something went across my screen again. You know I've been having that, you guys. So you still can see me, but yeah, and it just doesn't taste the same, and it also is a ripoff. Tuna salad, not macaroni salad. Tuna salad is like $4.99 a pound when you get it out the market, and which is outrageous. And I just made this for, let's say, $1 for the elbows. I used about 50 cents worth of celery and onion, um, about $1 worth of mayonnaise, and 6 cans of tuna, 50 cents a can. That would be like $3. So for this huge bowl, which is every bit of at least 10 servings, I paid less than what you would get a pound of it. A little teeny container that's this big from the market. So you can fix things from scratch, you guys. Tastes better, and it also saves you money. Now I'm going to show you the difference in size. This is the difference in size, and it cost me the same amount you would spend for a container like this. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and finish mixing this all together, you guys. I'm going to add a little bit more mayonnaise because this is not enough for me. Again, I'm keeping in mind that once you put it in the refrigerator, it's going to soak up some more of that mayo, so you definitely don't want to have a dry tuna salad. To avoid that, just make it a little moist, and then when it soaks it up, it's the right consistency that you originally wanted it in the first place. Sometimes you have, when you're cooking, you have to think ahead that once things settle and sit, it will not be the same. It absorbs noodles and stuff like that, rice and stuff absorbs liquid. So you definitely have to cook according to that, not according to just what you see when you're mixing it. Alright, you guys, love you so much. I'm going to make the potato salad, and we're going to make some chocolate covered strawberries. We're also going to make a platter for our condiments, like our pickles and onion and tomato and lettuce and stuff like that. You definitely want to have a separate platter that you wrap, that people can get their condiments from. It just looks nice. It looks very presentable. And we're going to make some deviled eggs. I'll make those on camera for you all as well. And that's about it. Oh, and the marinating the chicken. So we're going to do that all actually next. So, all right, you guys, be blessed.